So we reached out to some of you guys for feedback on your e-commerce websites. So I'm going to go ahead and break them down for you now. So the first site that we're having a look at today is Cove. And I really like the cover image. It looks really great. The surfboard is eye-catching as well. Probably my first piece of feedback would be that I'm not exactly sure what you're selling. Like, it's clearly something surfing related, but I always like on all of my sites to make it really, really clear exactly what we're selling for someone that's landing on your site for the first time. So, I mean, I'm just looking at this now, but I imagine it's like surfing accessories or surfboards. So having like the US's favorite surfing accessories brand, Shop Now, or some sort of unique value proposition of what makes your brand different and better than all the other surfing accessory brands that they might have landed on as well. But just making it really clear with a button for Shop Now and having that somewhere that's accessible when you first land on the site, just because see how it says Shop Now and View Collections, I'm not really sure like what I'm shopping for. So clicking through to Shop Now, okay, I thought that was a button as well, just here, because it's a box. So I tried to hit that and it wasn't a button. So that's the button, but that looks like a button, the Shop Now. Hitting View Collections, I'm gonna have a look through. So we've got t-shirts, hoodies, crew necks, long sleeves, accessories. Let me tap through to one of the products so that we're able to check out kind of the product page as a whole for that. I like that it's a nice simple product page. I like that the reviews are clearly displayed at the top. The add to cart's quite clear. I would probably, and this is probably going to be the case for every site that doesn't have this, have a fixed add to cart button so that you're able to directly navigate. So as I scroll down the page, the add to cart comes with us down the bottom of the page. So we always want the main call to action everywhere on the site to be add to cart, of course, or shop now, depending on the page you're on. But on the product page, the call to action is always going to be to add to cart. So we want to keep that visible at all times. So I'm scrolling down, like this is probably enough details in terms of product details. The main thing with clothing and what differentiates clothing, I guess, is obviously design and fit. That would be the two main differentiators when it comes to like anything fashion or clothing related. So what I would definitely want to see here, it's great that you've got customer reviews and there's 18 reviews for this, like classic soft yellow crew neck, super soft tees, designs dope. That's great. But the thing that I would probably add in here too would be photo reviews. Like everybody, especially in fashion, wants to see, you know, what it looks like worn. So even just here, we've got the product image, but we don't even have necessarily it on anybody. It doesn't even have to be a model. It could be send the product out to 10 micro influencers on Instagram and ask them to do stories and content. That's one of our new kind of deliverables throughout our influencer campaigns. Micro influencers are less likely to just do a feed post in return for a product these days because they're becoming increasingly aware of their value. So what we do is we ask them to do like a 4-panel story, which could be like an unboxing and then talking about their experience with the product or some of the features. So yeah, just sending out to 10 micro influencers to get some content. And then you just ask them to submit the content directly to you and you can use it across your website on your socials. Just make sure the influencers are aware of the usage rights there. So that is what I would do with this brand. I'd send it out to some micros and get some more user-generated content to display like how that product is being used or worn. So that is what I would do for Cove. Moving on to Jandit. This is a beautiful, beautiful site. I love the image when you first land on here. I love that I can tap this button just here. I love that there is a pop-up. If you do not have an email pop-up on your website, you are losing a really, really valuable revenue stream. Email marketing accounts for about 30% of the revenue of all of my brands. So you definitely want to be capturing as many emails as you can throughout your site. So having a really engaging offer. So join our inner circle. I like that that's like an exclusive. Sign up to our newsletter for 10% off your first purchase. I would have 10% off your first purchase as like join for 10% off your first purchase rather than join for the inner circle up here. So just in terms of communications, always making that toward how you can save on your site as well, because people, of course, like with online shopping, love a discount. Again, I would say I'm not exactly sure, it's a really beautiful, engaging image and site, but again, I'm not exactly sure what you're selling just on landing straight on the site either. So it says view our summer collection of what sort of thing. So I'll scroll down and we can come up with, what we could put in this top section, but we just want to make it really, really clear exactly what you're selling here. And I'll go through a couple of sites maybe at the end of this that do this really well so that you guys can have a look and see what I mean by having your UVP and exactly what you're selling right up the top, because people need to understand exactly what your store is as soon as they land on it. So scrolling down, okay, we've got accessories. These are beautiful. The product is great. The product imagery is beautiful. Like, you guys have done an incredible job. I'm just going to exit out of your pop-up, but great job with the pop-up. Okay, so we've got bags, we've got African jewelry. Okay, beautiful. Jandit mission. We aim to bridge the gap between Africa and the, I don't know if I can say diaspora. I think it's diaspora. So basically, I think that this should be at the top, taking something like your mission and having that maybe as the smaller text section and having a really large text saying African accessories, African jewelry, bringing Africa's finest jewelry to the world, something like that. So that is what I would do for Jandit. Moving on to our next store. Okay, we've got Laustique, I believe. And look at this. Okay, we've got a winner. I know what this site sells. The place to turn your pet into a unique work of art. Okay, I do know what the site sells, but it says your pet twice. The place to turn your pet into a unique work of art. Okay, it's repeated for some reason, so I would just correct that there. And it's a really good image here, actually. I love that you can see the dog on the left and you can see the after. It's like a clear before and after. Like, anytime with any brand that you can illustrate a transformation, so like a before and after using your product and really show what that user experience is or what the end result of that product is going to be, is an absolute win. So I love that you've done that there. So that is what I would do for Laustique, just correcting some of this wording here. And yeah, I really love the before and after. So moving on to our next brand, we have My Little Nappa, which I love the brand name for one. I often do like descriptive brand names. Think of some of my brands in the past. So Skinny Me Tea, very descriptive. Detox Tea. We've got the 5th, and we only sold on the 5th of each month for 5 days. Other good descriptive names include calming blankets. So my business partner, Davey, and some other ventures has a brand called Calming Blankets, and they're like weighted blankets that help calm you down. Those are all extremely descriptive. You don't always have to create, a name around something that descriptive, but I do like that when a brand name can kind of just conjure exactly, what that product sort of does. It kind of closes that mental loop a bit. So here at the top of this site, I'd probably lead with something more image-based up here. You could always have this text like overlaid on top of an image. But yeah, I would definitely probably have like maybe this image, for example, here. Okay, we're committed to turn bedtime into intentional time because they're only little for a little. That's cute. Shop our bedtime essentials for your little boy or girl. Yeah, so I just would make it again a bit more clear that it's bedtime essentials. Space pajamas are out of this world. Let me click through to space pajamas and have a look at maybe the product page as well. Cute imagery though. Like we spoke about with our first kind of fashion brand, the need to kind of see that on somebody. This is really sweet. Oh, good. And we've got some picture reviews, photo reviews here as well. That's great. Okay, so heading across to the shop, let's go into one of the products again. So we've got our astronomical pajama set. Something that I know is the case in the kids' clothing space especially is that if we've got sizes here, we've got size 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, making it really, really clear the age groups that each of those will fit. So I think a really, really important addition to this product page, and for anyone who has a brand that has products with different sizing, make that size chart really, really clear. On one of the sites I'll show you later, I'll show how they do like a sort of size comparison site. But I know that, you know, on a lot of baby brand websites, for example, it might like have size 000 is, I don't know exactly, it might be size 400, I think, is like a newborn size. And that works for newborns or babies up to this kilogram weight and up to this length as well, because it's really important to get, especially in baby clothing, it's really, really important that you get the right fit, because it can be like a safety issue or hazard for babies if they're in the wrong size sleepwear, for example. So if the neck hole is too big, they could slip down into the sleeping bag, for example, like let's say it's a sleep suit or sleeping bag, or if the neck hole is too small, it could be like restrictive. So yeah, that is what I would definitely add in here, would be a size chart, and with any brand that has sizes. So that's my little Nappa. Okay, moving on quickly to Humble Goods. Okay, sign up and receive 20% off and free shipping on orders over $50. I think that could be a pop-up, or it could be, again, it's up here in this bar, just here as well. So I feel like that's probably enough. I'm not sure why it's on sign up now. Can I not shop? Like, yeah, the call to action almost feels to me like you're on pre-sale, like your brand hasn't necessarily launched yet. So as you can shop, like I can see here under this shop tab, I would definitely not have the core call to action on your website at the very top to be to sign up now. Like the whole reason someone visits your site is hopefully to shop now. So we always want the call to action at the top to be shop now. It's great that you are driving signups. I'm sure email is quite an effective platform for you, and that's why you're leaning toward that, which totally makes sense to me. But at the same time, yeah, we definitely want all call to actions to be shop now. But in terms of the site as a whole, I really, really like the branding. It's really clear and consistent. I love like the color choice as well, because it's kind of like earthy, kind of pastel toned down tones to go with your leatherwear as well. Product photography is beautiful. The product looks really high quality. I think you've done an amazing job across the board here. Main thing, yeah, I would change straight up would be this sign up, making it a shop now. So moving on, that was Humble Goods. Moving on to Reimagine. Okay, so we have a welcome gift. We've got a pop-up, great, save 10% off site-wide. And I think it's good saying welcome gift. I really like that. That's great communication, great wording. And we can see the product just here to the left. I'm gonna exit out of that. So having a look at the homepage, first thing is beautiful branding, looks really great, like the text, stands out well. So I wouldn't necessarily have a carousel here. I know that in a lot of CRO tests, so conversion rate optimization tests that have been run across multiple brands, I read an article from Shopify on this, that carousels generally don't convert as well as just having like a static image. So I would choose one of these two and keep it static as well. I actually think I find the brown background image more engaging here, and transform your life by getting back to nature. Great call to action, plant-based solutions. See, like I can't, like, because I'm trying to read like what they are and they're changing quite quickly. There's a lot of text. I can't necessarily get to it, but plant-based solutions with organic herbs that bring you the vitality you deserve. I think vitality here, am I going blind? No. Yes. Okay, vitality has two eyes. So we want just one eye there, I would imagine. So having a scroll down, yeah, this is great. I would probably bring like more to do with maybe like organic adaptogenic blends up into the top section again, like just to make it a lot more clear what you sell again. I know this is my theme across the board. Ancient plant medicine meets scientific innovations. Love that. Great positioning there. I'm gonna tap into shape. So Reimagine shape, think of it as CBD 2.0, helps manage appetite, organic botanicals. Okay, great. All right, here, what I would look at is, I love that you've included like different product imagery here. This card, like to be product image 2, maybe like, I just think that's like quite just brand based. It's cool to have, but maybe have it at the very end. I love that you've included the ingredients here on this page like this. I find that really engaging. So I would move the ingredients across to maybe like the second tab, like have the bottle here and then the ingredients right up the front here. I think, yeah, it's a really great way for anybody who wants to display or show the ingredients listing of their products, have a look at doing something like this. This is like a really engaging thing to see because you can imagine all the hard work and ingredients and formulation that went into this product and see why it's better for you to be buying than, others on the market or, trying to create it yourself or something like that as well. So I think it's great to have the ingredients displayed like that. So that would be my initial feedback on Reimagined, beautifully branded, just a couple of small changes. Okay, so moving on to our last YouTube submission. So YouTube submitted brand, we've got UTD. So unique trend designs, hand design clothing. Great, this is perfect. You've shown exactly and told exactly what we're looking at on the site. So I understand exactly what I'm shopping for the second I land here. Great direct shop now button, really like eye-catching product as a whole too. So I really love that. Check out some of our best sellers. Let's click through. Let's go to the cotton candy hoodie. So in terms of, okay, good. There's some sizing tips as well. I would probably even show a size chart straight up again, very similar to what I was talking about with the kids' clothing brand. The other thing I would do would definitely be, this is probably just a theme thing. If you're using maybe Shopify, for example, I'm not sure, but maybe not having the product images as a scroll down. Like a lot of the time when people are really keen to shop or buy, they honestly just land straight on the home, see exactly what you've got. They don't even scroll as much down the home page. They land straight here and there's a clear add to cart. It's clearly displayed, what the product is as well, that you just want to be able to kind of quickly tap through the product images there. But as a whole, yeah, great site. I would definitely make sure that you have customer reviews for this product as well and show it on some different people because this is great that everyone isn't a blonde girl, me saying as a blonde girl, but everyone, doesn't look exactly the same in the product. So it's good to show some diversity in terms of sizing, in terms of people's looks and aesthetic as a whole. So I would definitely be showing the product again on people. I think as a whole, across what we've spoken about has been to show more social proof. So people want to come to your site, they want to see that other people love and want your product and that it's popular and that they should trust your brand and they should take their credit card and buy from your brand basically. They also want to see exactly how that product will fit into or enhance their life. So fit into in terms of that model wearing it or that influencer wearing it or that, user or customer wearing it is similar to me. So yeah, that's UTD. Thank you so much guys for submitting all these. I'm just going to quickly jump across to one last really great website. This is a friend of mine's brand. It's called Cure and they're LED face masks, which is made quite clear from the picture just here as well. There's a new way to treat your skin. Again, I'm using this as a great example, but I would probably shorten this as well to make it a lot more obvious what the product is and maybe not have quite as much detail here. It's quite a lot to read just at the very top section and right as you land on a page. Great clear shop now. This is great. This is great social proof. The first mask in the world that adapts to your skin. Great positioning. In fact, I would put the first mask in the world that adapts to your skin up here. So yeah, great social proof here. Coming down, get a free consultation. Love that they're using experts for trust here again. So we've built a lot of trust. We've got some great publications that have been featured in. We've got an expert consultation for free. Clinical trials, 9 out of 10 subjects saw a reduction in acne after 2 weeks. And you can click through to see exactly what the clinical study is. Your body needs light like it needs water, sleep, and food. Love that too. Treat your skin with light and then some of the benefits. Yeah, you can see why this is a really, really great site. So if you're looking to improve your e-commerce site, I would jump across to cureskincare.com, have a look at exactly what they're doing and kind of break that down for yourself too, so that you're able to sort of base your e-com site off theirs. So I think they're a really, really great base to work off. Again, yeah, more before and afters, more clinical trial results. It's just like social proof, social proof, social proof, trust symbol, trust symbol, trust symbol, expert status. If we click through to the product page, amazing. You can see, the product in use. You can see, what it looks like on its own. There's some age diversity. That's great. Oh, another thing here is I would probably have this add to bag section anchored down the bottom of the screen as well. I wouldn't personally look up to the top right corner to add something to my bag. You always want to go off what general user behavior is going to be on your site. You don't want to reinvent the wheel, I guess. When it comes to website design, you want it to be really intuitive. Like that an add to cart button will be here on the screen or here on the screen or down here on the screen. You don't necessarily want it up there. Oh, one last thing. I know that I may be going a little over, but the comparison table, this is amazing. If you don't want to directly compare yourself to your competitors per se, or if you'd rather blank out their names or make it like slightly obvious who they are, like blur them out a bit or something, or just have like us versus them as a comparison. But if you can, just name and shame your competitors in this way. It's a little savage, but I really do think it works really well because they're not saying anything and it's not true. It's all just objective facts. It's like, this is how many wavelengths we have. This is the treatment time that we have. This is the number of bulbs, and is it portable? Is there a compatible app? Is it customizable? Yes, yes, yes. So it's a really good way to be able to position your product in relation to your competition. So I've got some reviews, got a review section down here. Amazing site. So that was my breakdown of some of your e-commerce websites. If you want to see your website featured here as well, definitely link through to your site in the comments section here so we can check it out, and you might see it pop up in some future videos. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, hope you're loving our videos and that you're getting heaps of value from them. If you are, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to join the Foundr fam. If you did enjoy this video and want to continue to master your skills, make sure you click here to access your free training now, where we'll go into way more depth with this Foundr.